Let me ask you guys something. If you're an average or casual MLBB player who's trying to improve, what do you actually do? The first thing you probably do is head over to YouTube and search up some guides. Or maybe you watch streamers, or even pro players. But here's the issue. Most top MLBB pro players are from Asia, and they don't speak English. They don't explain their thought process, and they don't make real guides. And if you watch global players, replays, or live streams, they do make high-level plays, but they never explain why they do it. So casual players just copy movements they don't understand and stay stuck. That's where this video is different. I'm a former pro player myself, and in this guide, I'm not just going to tell you what to do as a roamer, I'm going to explain what goes through a pro player's head step by step so you actually understand the role. In this video, I'll break roaming down into a few categories: the early, mid, and late game, decision making, and common scenarios you see every game. Obviously, I cannot cover every single situation, but I'll cover the most recurring ones that actually decide games. This guide is focused on winning games when you're even or ahead. In a future video, I'll cover how to roam properly when you're losing.
Still stuck in the same rank? I'm Hajun, a 300 plus stars former pro roamer. In Season 21, I hit Global number 3 Jawhead, Global number 15 Matilda, and Global Popol and Koopa, all with over 80% win rate. And I'm working with Dez, a 1000 stars and ex Global number 1 Lancelot, also from the pro scene. We teach macro, rotations, shot calling, pressure timing, and mindset, the things that actually win games, not random tips. $30 for 1 hour, $50 for 2 hours. If you're serious about climbing, get our coaching. All details can be found in the description of this video. If you guys are recharging diamonds from in-game, you are literally overpaying. It's finally time for you to get all the skins you desire without breaking the bank at all. Use my website GamsGo to recharge diamonds for so much cheaper. As you guys can see, the price comparison is not even close. You are literally getting more diamonds for cheaper using GamsGo. All you have to do is head over to my profile right here. You can click on more on my description and you'll see all of my links. You're gonna click on cheaper diamonds, just like this.
Let's start with the early game, because this is where roamers matter the most. Your main goal early game is not kills, your goal is map control. And remember, early game is the most difficult stage of the game for you. If it goes well, the mid to late are going to go really well because of it. The mid to late game is a result of the early game, so please take your early game very seriously. Before you even move, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. What is my team composition and how strong is my hero early game? If your mid laner is strong early, you play more aggressive around mid. Mid priority is extremely meta right now. If your mid can clear fast, you and the mid can control the map together. Who are some really good strong mid laners right now? The best one is Zushin, followed by Yves, then we have Kimi, Lunox, and even Jetian. Those are some of the strong early game mid laners that you can make some good plays with. If you're roamer or yourself, if that hero is strong in the early game, you need to play more aggressive. You need to take bush control, give vision, and you need to create space for your junglers and carries. Yes, this is the most important part. Create space for your junglers and carries. Your job is to make the map safe for your team and uncomfortable for the enemy. Before the turtle spawns, you should give vision, help mid clear waves, help side lanes if they're struggling, stay near mid as much as possible. Your priority is enabling your jungler to reach level 4 safely. This is why mid prio matters so much. Mid and the roamer decide the first turtle. Here's something most roamers don't understand. During the first turtle fight, you usually will not reach level 4, and that's completely fine. Trying to force level 4 rotations, now it usually means sacrificing map control, and that's not worth it anymore. Your number 1 job during the turtle is this: listen up, track and control the enemy jungler. Why? Because the only person who can steal a turtle is the enemy jungler. You have 2 options. Let me go over the first one, and it is also the best option: zoning. Stand between the enemy jungler and the turtle. Force him away. Don't let it turn into a 50-50 retry battle. The second option is to CC them when the turtle is low HP. If you cannot zone, you need to crowd control the jungler when the turtle is low, so that your jungler can secure it with retribution. Never rely on retry versus retry. That's gambling. Your job is to remove the gamble And if your jungler does lose his retribution in a 50-50 retry battle, you cannot blame him because it's not on him. You're also not doing your job properly because your job is to zone them. If your jungler is far or not ready for turtle, don't force it. Instead, rotate to the opposite side of turtle, try to make a trade, or pressure another lane. That's macro. That's how good teams play. Now, what are some things that you can trade for the turtle? The best thing that you can trade for a turtle is a tower. And the second thing, which is not as good of a trade, which is the opponent buffs. After turtle, your focus is mid lane, gold lane, visioning, helping your team farm safely. If you're winning and snowballing, you need to invade and you need to take enemy resources and you need to punish the opponent's mistakes. But if your jungler doesn't want to invade, don't force it. Just keep vision, help clears, and set up ganks when your jungler pads toward a lane. And when you win fights, you need to take something. You guys do not do this. I see so many roamers just going back to their normal rotation after winning a fight. No, after winning a fight, you won it. You did the hardest part. Now you need to reap the rewards. You need to go and take the opponent's buffs, towers, whatever is available, you must take because there is no one to defend it. Killing means nothing if you don't take resources. Now, let's head over to the mid game, which is around the second turtle or right before Lord. Every time turtle or Lord is up, your target is always the same, the enemy jungler. You need to zone him, you need to CC him, you need to keep him at bay. If he can't play the game, your team wins the objective. Simple. Here's the skill that separates good roamers from bad ones. Map reading. And in this entire video, this is the #1 and biggest tip that I'm going to give you. You should always play like you have an imaginary map hack. Yes, you heard me right. When someone goes missing, assume where they could be. You predict their timing. For example, if the opponent jungler starts red, he's probably gonna go to his green, and then he's gonna go to the blue buff. You already know this, right? So you already know where he's going to be, and you already know when he's going to gank. When an opponent disappears from the map, he shouldn't disappear from your mind. You should always imagine him in the map doing his normal rotation. If you can master that, then trust me, you can always be in a certain area and set up before a fight even begins. This single hack or tip or whatever you want to call it is going to set you apart from all the other good roamers. It's going to make you an extraordinary roamer. If you can do this, you can always set up vision properly and your team will almost never get caught. Now, there are different types of roamers in the game. Not all roamers play the same. We have tanks or setters. Their job is to get deep vision, bush control, engage and disengage timing, and they have a lot of responsibility. And then the other type are healers or supports. They need to play safer, they stay with jungler or the carry usually, and they have less vision responsibility. Let's be honest, playing support is mechanically easy. Anybody can do it. The only exception to this is Mathilda. But tank or setter roamers, they actually need brain, timing, map awareness, and courage. That's where real roaming skill shows. And I'm sorry to all my Florin and Angela mains, but you are boosted. Because you really don't need to use any mechanical skills, all you have to do is tap buttons. Now, I do understand that Florin and Angela, they are meta, of course, and using them is justifiable simply because of that reason. But that shouldn't make you abuse them and main them. You should still be able to play other roamers and you should only use them in situations where the pick will favor them. Now, how do you engage properly? Before you engage, do one thing. And this is what 95% of roamers do not do. They don't look at the map. Right before you engage, the second before you engage, ask yourself, where are my teammates? Do they have ult? And can they follow? If you engage with no follow-up, that's on you. You also need to read your teammates' intentions. If your jungler is farming buffs, he's probably not coming instantly. You need to set up for him. Don't expect him to read your mind. Now, let's head over to the late game. What do you need to do? Your main job is to protect and execute. You need to protect the gold laner or your late game carry, and you also need to lead the Lord push. Your role is a lot simpler, but it carries more weight. Stay with your goal laner, or anyone who is the late game carry. You need to protect them, you need to give vision for them, you need to prepare for Lord. Before taking Lord, clear the opposite lane, and do not fight randomly. The worst times to die is before Lord or after securing Lord, because if you die before Lord, the opponents take it. If you die after Lord, you can't do the Lord push properly, and the opponents just defend it and it's a free Lord for them. Fight with the Lord, not without it. You need to engage when Lord hits the towers. That's how you end games. Roaming looks really simple, but it's the hardest role mentally. One bad decision from you can wipe your team. If you master early game roaming, mid and late game become easy. And if you want personal step-by-step coaching, I do offer private sessions where I will review your games, fix your habits, and build strategies specifically for you. Because not every player improves the same way. If this guide helped you, let me know in the comments. What did I miss? And what do you want next? More guides are coming. This is how pro roamers actually think. And if you guys want to also learn how to properly roam when you're in a losing situation, make sure you like and subscribe so you can be aware when I post that video. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.